Hey, it's your girl Mooney 69 Ways, and we are here. You already know what time it is. This is a rotating panel, so it's my turn. So I am the host for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 5. What's this episode called? Dynasty Divas of Atlanta. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, so I'm not here alone. This is the panel. Miss Kara Speaks, Shane MCD TV, and Candy Angela over there. So yeah, ladies, how are y'all feeling about this episode? Um, Shayna.
I mean, it's good. We almost trying to go back with the back and forth. When it's time for the dinner, we're gonna have some drama. And Angela and Pinky came with it. I mean, it wasn't quite giving Nene Leakes and Claudia Jordan, but it was close. I'll take what I can get.
Miss Kara speaks. How you feel about this episode overall?
Yeah, they was giving us a little something. I wasn't mad at the back and forth of it all. I said, okay, come on, give me something. Because the dirty bedrooms and the picking rooms, come on, give me something else. Give me something else. So I was here for the back and forth.
Okay. How would you rate it? Like, how would y'all rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rate it? Anybody, Miss Kara, Shayna?
I'll give it an 8. Just for the back and forth, child.
I'll give it an 8 too. Because that dirty room thing was dragging a little bit.
Just for the back and forth.
Not the dirty room was dragging a little bit.
I give it a 7.5. It just drags stuff unnecessarily too much for me. And Shamia showing people how to pee in a cup in the middle of the store.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm gonna give it a 6.5 just because of that alone.
You could have just gave it an 8.
No, it's a 6.5.
You went from 7.5
to 6.5 for peeing in a cup at the rest stop.
Because I feel like the back and forth boosted it up to the 8 for me. Otherwise, I mean, it would have just been like a 4.
Right.
Damn.
Shamia dropped it down when I just thought about
that was harsh.
Showing people how to pee in a cup. Like,
look, that's your look. Yeah, your twin is twinning tonight.
She said the peeing in the cup dropped it down. That was 2 seconds. The argument lasted a half hour.
Because why we do that when we go to the doctor? So why we got to demonstrate how to do that? Like, I don't understand.
It's Shamia, she's corny.
It's Shamia, she's a little uncool.
I said last week when she mashed the button, she don't know when to let go. She just girl.
Yeah. Especially it makes sense. Like, oh, my dad, we own trucks, and so we stopped at rest stops. Like, we've all stopped at a rest stop. If you don't just squat and keep going, why is this even a thing?
Well, yeah. So I give it a 8 as well for me. I enjoyed it for the most part. I really did. I mean, it's their first day in Dallas, okay, and I like the theme, but everybody ain't gonna get the theme because the theme was Dynasty. If you ever come across the show Dynasty, yeah, that's what they was trying to give. But what Cynthia is talking about this old show, I'm like, you a certain age, you like older than these ladies, some of these ladies, so they gonna know Dynasty. I mean, I only know Dynasty through reruns, okay, and mom and grandma, they like the kind of show, so you gonna be in front of the TV. It's not like I had my own TV at the time, so yeah, that's how I knew of Dynasty of it all. And you can still see clips across social media now and again. Dominique Devereaux, so giving it a nasty read or two. Yeah, so we got Cynthia meeting up with Adrienne Maloof. If y'all know her from Beverly Hills. I don't know if y'all ever watched Beverly Hills in the earlier seasons. Ladies, no? All right.
I did, but I can't remember. Yeah, like I did, but I can only really remember Kyle.
Damn. The beginning of Beverly Hills was gold, just like some would say Atlanta was gold. But now it's like,
it was good. But one day I just turned it off and I never looked back.
Okay. Yeah, so I just know she was married to that guy who do Botch on E. who did that show Botch. So I don't know if they still married or not. You know, I don't be keeping up. But I just remember her from Beverly Hills. So Cynthia's partnered up with her and her family with this tequila Commissarial, however you pronounce it, the Consumerio part family, whoever. They joining forces, okay? I'm like, how did this happen? And how Cynthia is drinking? I ain't know that was Cynthia drink of choice tequila. Tequila. Okay.
It is
I mean,
now. He got the tequila line, so it's
look,
good.
I was just about to say it.
Right. If it
I'm gonna
wasn't,
say,
yeah.
I'm like, if Shamia could go into rum business, why not? Okay, so who am I? So it's her drink of choice now, but yeah, so she want to do this, take the girls on the trip to Dallas, Texas, and they want to do this Dynasty thing, and she's trying to have the girls come to the dressed up as the ladies of Dynasty. I don't think they actually read it. Like not Shamia, Portia and Fraser, they tried. They kind of have got it right, in my opinion. If y'all ever look at some of the Dynasty scenes, but you know, Angela, the rest of them, they didn't get the memo.
The rest of them did not read
Right?
that
That's what I'm
memo.
like. They
Nope.
did not
They was
read
like,
it.
what? Where? Oh, my bad.
Right.
Yeah, put that bold. Put that at the top.
And Portia
Yeah, she
Mia,
didn't
she
do that
didn't.
right.
She didn't know. Yeah, she didn't do it right because Portia Mia didn't even know what Dynasty is. I mean, you know, it's probably not old enough, and you know, she don't know Dominique Devereaux. She said, "I know now after I Google it." It was funny to me. So yes, how's y'all feeling about this thing?
It was cute. I just need Phaedra. Why she got to be so? What? It's why you got to do all that, Phaedra? And black cherries like my vagina. I thought you was a Southern Belle. Like I thought, you know what? I'm a leave this alone.
She is
Said
far.
that in over a decade.
Right, thank you. I'm saying
She
she's
still
far
does.
from that now.
But she still says that I'm a Christian woman. The other
Yeah,
week,
when she went to freaking frack, that was it.
why are you?
You know, there's so many. It's layers to Christians. You know, there's many different Christians out there.
No.
You know
I
she was
don't.
joking when she
I
said
don't
that.
drink. I'm a Christian woman. I don't do those. I don't. Whatever it was about her being a Christian woman or whatever. Like, never mind. Forget it. It was a nice scene.
I don't know why Phaedra was there. That's why I'm like, why Cynthia bring Phaedra to meet
It was nice.
Adrian?
Oh yeah, in that beginning scene, that what all she said was
Yeah, that was painful.
Like, okay.
And Black Cherry or something. Margarita.
Yeah, that's what we
I didn't
went.
even hear her say that.
Yeah, that's what Candy said. She said
Be
black
lucky.
cherries. Yeah, you lucky you tuned that out because I had to hear it talking about some black cherry like my
Yeah, she
coochie.
said it twice. Like my vagina.
Oh,
And ooh,
like my
shout out to
She
vagina.
said,
that
I was like, why is she here? I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Not you got distracted. Oh no.
What is this scene? We didn't need it. Like we know what y'all are going to Dallas for. Even if they didn't watch Dynasty, you know you're going to Dallas. Just get a cowboy hat and go on.
It's just an introduction to Adrian Malouf and how they partner up. That's just a little quick introduction.
I know Cynthia just a friend of, but we didn't need Phaedra there.
Well, hey, she could have been a friend of all I care, but yeah, we're gonna move on.
Yeah,
that's the last person we want to hear from. Bring old ditzy Portia's ass or anybody but Phaedra.
I'd rather Lauren take her place.
Oh Lord, not Lauren. What the hell? Not Lauren getting it, but yeah. So, the ladies fell at the Dynasty thing at the airport, so now they on the PJ on this private jet. They on their way to Dallas. And then the conversation turned. Well, Kelly's kicked it off and asked Angela about her properties and portfolios. I'm like, was you there at the last reunion? She said she lost it. And that's when Angela was like, girl, them properties are gone. They dismantled. They was taken away from me. And, you know, she was like $2 million in the hole. I mean, not in the hole, but she lost $2 million of her own money. That's what she said. So, and then, because this is where Pinky came in. She was like, oh, I'm thinking about selling my portfolio too. I'm like, she didn't sell it. She lost it. But I guess she's trying to sell. She said she's trying to sell her portfolio too, and she got to do this bankruptcy. I'm like, I'm all for this conversation because everybody don't know when you go through businesses and the food industry and trying to, you know, clear up your business debt and stuff like that. Now you got to talk about bankruptcy, but I know it can be confusing to some because she said she couldn't do 7 because she got too many assets. She couldn't do 13 because her assets it exceeds the limit. The assets exceeds the limit that required for 13. So she's trying to do 11, but she got to uh be able to personally pay it back. I was like,
the thing is, if she's trying to do 7 and 13 first, those are personal bankruptcies. So it's like, do you have all this money that you claim or not? Because Chapter 11 would have made sense on a business tip, but you try to start off with 7 and 13. Like, really, I'm just tired of her talking about it. Like every episode, every single episode.
She was doing. It's just like,
you know, she has Angela selling your portfolios because I'm filing bankruptcy. Like we know, damn. Like you're filing bankruptcy. Please just hurry up and get through it. I don't want to hear about it no more. It's every episode.
It's like she want other people to bank to get on it. Like, yeah, I need to file it too. It's like she want other people to join her in this filing. I don't understand.
Her and her husband, like y'all embarrassed. You don't want anybody to think you broke. You want to get ahead of it. You want to make sure we heard you several times. Every time.
Yeah, social media is sick of her going over her bankruptcy too, child. Every time I go in there, they're like, "Girl, please."
Right, especially now that
and then she's saying
the videos afterwards made it worse. It's like we got a little preview, and now we're watching the season, and it's just like you are just like I feel like I'm getting jumped. I don't want to hear.
And then she said to the husband, she don't want to be a victim, but like you said, every chance she gets, she telling somebody, she talking about the different aspects. Now we got to know how much money you got, how much money you ain't got, which chapter you can file for, which chapter you can't file for. Like,
she's like
a class in bankruptcy.
She like a YouTube video, a learning video, educational video that's on repeat.
That nobody asked for. Like what else is going on?
I don't
mind it. I don't mind it. I just think it's what episode is this? 5? It's over at this point because every episode you mentioned it, and then you only told your husband in one episode. So you told us 4 times, 5 times. You told him once. Like he just had the blue while y'all walking up the street. And then it's always, I'm thinking about filing, I'm thinking about filing, I'm going to file.
Right.
Girl,
you're filing, it's fine. The first couple episodes, I didn't mind. Last week was like my limit. When she brought it up on the PJ, like, I thought we was asking Angela about her portfolios. Why are you even talking about this? What? How did we even get to you? Nobody asked you anything. Here you go, just wanted to mention it.
She said she want to sell it. She want to sell hers so she can, I guess, get out this debt. Because she said she got to end up filing bankruptcy.
But nobody asked. We heard you already. You talked about you being broke. I'm tired of it.
I think the problem is she had so many individual side conversations, I guess, to like get ahead of it instead of just having one big general conversation. Like you over here telling this person, now you over here telling this person, now you over here telling this person, and now you're telling the group. Just make it one. We could have one group conversation and one conversation with your husband and maybe that attorney. That's it.
Right.
Because
it's like we don't even know you yet. And this is
here anymore in episode 6. I don't know where I'm going to be.
Yeah, we don't know really much else. It seems like she has other stuff. Like, what about your daddy being in jail for 30 years? What's going on with that? Like, what? Why? What you mean your husband was about to file for divorce? Like, don't skip on past it now. But instead, we heard about your bankruptcy again. And then it's like, but then when you're in an argument, you're going to be like, oh, I got money. When you're in front of people, I can wipe my ass with that. Do you got it or not? Like, I'm tired of it. Like, look, just don't even talk about it no more. We heard enough. You filing the bankruptcy.
It's like people that talk about they can fight, and please find you somebody to fight. Because good God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just get over it. Shut up. Like, just don't talk about it. Nobody would have said that. And she got mad. You don't want nobody throwing it in your face, but you keep bringing it up.
Yes. Every meeting she has, she brings it up.
Unprovoked. Like, we could just be talking about the weather, and it's like, I went to my bankruptcy attorney today. Like, oh my God, please.
No, Shayna. No, Shayna. You know damn well.
The sun was shining so hard, I thought about filing.
I gotta see my bankruptcy attorney again tomorrow. Like, oh my God. Just can you please file, please?
It's a pink Honda Accord. Oh, I
It's
got it.
been
When I
so
saw
many
that pink
rainy
Honda Accord, I knew I
days, filed up for
wow.
Y'all funny.
bankruptcy. I
Y'all
can't
are
wait till
funny. Y'all hilarious to me. I can't.
She is wearing me
I
low.
can't
Like
wait till the
I don't
rainbow
even know. I
and
almost
the
forgot she had
rainbow and the
children
sun
because I
comes
was
out.
hearing about the bankruptcy. What's going on with that?
when I had my child, you know, every time I think about
3 of
my
them.
child, I think about a bankruptcy.
Right. It's like, where's Drew and Ralph drama? Something. Does anybody else got something going on? Anybody?
Oh no,
Y'all are
not
so
the man in the
wrong.
basement
I know. I do not want the
or
man
the
in the
lady in
basement
the
drama.
basement. I guess we're gonna get to that
I'd rather have
episode.
Pinky
Yeah,
saying about
right.
her bankruptcy.
What's this lady in the basement when we get to that? Yeah, don't try to keep that quiet and be loud with the bankruptcy to distract us. What's going on with that?
Okay. So the conversation changed gears when Cynthia asked K Michelle, did she get a prenup? And yeah, so she said no. She said he don't have no social media. Basically, he said he kind of boring, like he's a dentist. I'm like, what that's supposed to mean? And then she said all dudes cheat, like all men cheat or whatever. She wish he had a social media. They were like, no, no, no. I'm like, what you want to catch him cheating on social media? Like, what is we doing? I don't know. I don't know. It was just weird. Like, I don't think so.
If you don't trust them, why didn't you get a prenup or a postnup? I hope she was really not married. I really hope it's this just for the show. Because oh my god,
I
this
know.
can't raise a man, K Michelle. It can't be.
I think I said the same. Didn't I say this like episode 1? I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
Shayna
thinking
said
like,
it. I'm hoping she's right, and she just got the certificate and didn't actually do the ceremony. And if you don't never do the ceremony, it's gonna be null and
so
void anyway.
she did a Yandy. So
I
you
hope
saying,
I hope
so.
that's what she did. I really do.
okay.
And I hope she just played along because she already done told everybody, and she just got to go with it because it's just this don't make no sense. She don't even seem like she liked that man. Like the energy she had towards him is the same energy Gerald got towards Shamia.
It never gave that much. Even when they were on marriage boot camp, I didn't.
I mean, she didn't have to get married to the man. She just could have been engaged. I didn't understand the marriage part of it all. Like,
it's not a requirement for you to be married.
Why you want to get engaged? You just want a ring?
Yeah.
Well, or just be boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know.
Not anymore.
I think she just wanted to get married. I think she did really actually want to be married though. But it's like not you want to like this. This actually seems awful. You don't even trust the man. You don't seem like you like him. You don't seem like you like you. And you don't need to be married to be on Housewives. We know that.
And I don't like how she just said something about he needs social media so she can catch him cheating. Or I'm like, then she said, "Oh man, I'm like, why would you marry this man?" I don't.
Especially because he's traveling back and forth to Memphis or wherever they live. So it's like, we could have been spending more time on that instead of that bankruptcy.
Ain't much to talk about over there, though. I mean, I'm sick of the bankruptcy, but
yeah.
Sometimes people just need to put shut to the up. Okay. Sometimes people just talk too much. You didn't have to give all that information. If you had a prenup, yes or no, no, and be done with it. You didn't have to add all that other stuff to it. That's just. I know we on a TV show, so I guess we got to produce whatever. I just like I don't believe in giving too much information.
You know it's K Michelle. She gonna talk more than anybody.
Yeah,
well,
but
I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah. Are we talking about everything on this plane, or are we just talking about specifically?
No, you talk about everything on the plane on the PJ.
Okay, because why Drew said she had 200 long stem roses? Was that 200?
Girl, that was on the Sprinter. This is a PJ.
Oh, that was? Okay, all right. No,
yeah, my bad.
Oh, okay, all right.
But you can go there. Go ahead. Hey, we already there. They went from the PJ to the Sprinter.
Okay, all right, yeah. I think Drew just she talks too much because now you got K Michelle not wanting to talk by saying that's your friend or whatever about Black, and then he gave you 200 long stem roses. Was that really 200 long stem roses? I don't know what it looks like. I've never got
literal for me when it comes to Drew.
I thought that was like I thought that was like 2 dozen roses. I was like,
but why do we have to always 200. Not be literal with Drew? Because We're not gonna be literal with Drew. All the
I
crap
don't
she
be
said.
literal with any of them because some of them don't be saying what it is. They be like over exaggerating, and Drew always over exaggerates. So
Like
that's why I
Michael
took
Jordan
that to
might ugly, but
one
she
of her
didn't
character
laugh.
flaws.
She didn't laugh and take it back. So it's like now we got to ignore that because she didn't laugh and take it back. Okay, cool. But now it's 200 roses and don't take it literally, but she didn't laugh and say, "Child, I don't know. Maybe I'm just
I mean,
annoyed."
when it comes to Drew, yeah, she
Yeah,
over
I'm with you,
exaggerate.
yeah.
That's
Because
one of her
last
character
week when Kim
flaws. That's what I
Michelle said
said.
that she never went on a girls
little.
trip, I took that literally. When Drew was talking, nah, I don't think that she said.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, we seen her long enough to know that's a character flaw.
She can't help herself.
She just talks
Right.
too much. She talks too much. I'll say that. Yeah, she talks too much.
She said she was related to Michael Jordan. That's all we needed to hear. Okay.
Right. That with a straight face.
I'm like,
I thought she was joking, but they took it literal.
yeah, that's
Right.
what I said. I thought
I knew she was telling a lie because, like, why you didn't say that when you first got on here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that
I
be
thought it was
the
just
thing
a
I'm
joke.
bragging
Everybody
about.
started getting mad.
You know what? I might be being a bitch tonight. Excuse me. Let me go on mute.
Girl, don't mute.
Look, it's okay. Look,
share with the group.
Candy said it's one of them days. She's like, girl, it's one of them days.
He's like that.
What Candy go through? Maybe it's deep inside. She don't want to
It's
take it
one of
on
them
us.
days.
I was gonna say a line like we done went through the whole song.
Right. You know I gotta mess with Candy. So yeah, Drew, because Angela kicked it off. She said, "How was your date, Drew?" Because I think the date happened when she left Angela house when they had that sit down. And she said it was okay. It was okay. She getting her dramatics. This is what the actors come in. Oh, it was nice. He was nice, and he brought me 200 long stem roses. Yeah, this is the acting coming to part because she got so gleeful to talk about it. And she in her confession, she said our relationship stays the same, like we friends. It's like nothing more than that. And then I'm like, why would you say like I'll let you know when the wedding is? I'm like, now you acting like
And that's what I was saying last time.
She get married.
I was like, oh, she just dating. And then I'm like, I don't have no problem with the lady dating, but she just was looking a little too gleeful.
I think that's part of the acting she's doing. Because, like, why would you blurt that out?
Stop
please. That's what I said. Please. I know you're a Christian. This is like when you tread. It's like she come from a Christian household, right? And you want to say the things you want your parents to hear.
I don't think that's it. I think she just liked the attention because she ain't been getting it from Ralph and probably who knows how long.
Well, yeah, that's
still good in the moment, but once she really get out and she's out there and she's out on her own and has to be in this dating pool, she'll realize.
I hope so because she got with Ralph so quickly. That's why I'm saying that she come from this Christian-based household. Like you,
after what she's going through right now today, I think that's gonna be the wake up call she needs.
I hope so.
I think she wants the attention too because that's what the whole thing with Ty was, right? She said Ty was giving her that attention, child.
Go Christian.
And we know Ty apparently has the gift of gab.
I be taking women's down, child.
Yeah.
And apparently
the more straight, the better. Ooh, child.
Well, Black only it seems like it's only working on Drew because nobody else wants.
I'm not never mind.
Yeah, I just don't want her to turn into LaToya Lucky because every time LaToya Lucky I looked up, she got married so many times.
I get it.
I like LaToya Lucky, but you gotta admit, when you looked at that record, you be like, damn, how many times she got married?
Yeah, it was like the 3 times. I mean, it's the 3 times in 7 years that make it kind of a little rough.
Why are we getting out on LaToya Lucky when J-Lo is right there? Like, why are we
look, I'm finna go down to women. J-Lo.
I guess because LaToya and divorced sisters.
J-Lo like to spin the block. J-Lo good for spinning the block because we know who she spinning the block on. She good for that. I can go down the list. I'm talking about all the ladies. LaToya Lucky ain't the only one. But I know J-Lo is good for spinning the block though. With her. So yeah,
she recycled 1 or 2, but she didn't have her about
yeah. I think J-Lo have a little space between marriages.
Okay, everybody can have a part of me. It's not even about having a piece of you because you can have all types of men or women or whatever you choose. But the fact that you're marrying somebody and being tied to them legally,
Yeah.
That many times is a lot to me. I'm not doing that shit but one time. If it's
And
over,
some
I ain't
people
nobody
have
else
that
here. I'm not
Christian
doing it.
Maybe
faith and about
twice.
getting married.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
I'm old a second time.
Yes,
said,
boo, you are.
it's okay.
But
Because
that's
I've
the thing.
seen
But Drew
people
has
do
only
it.
been married one time. She's been with Ralph.
Yeah.
Look how he's talking to her. He's talking to her like she was trash in the street. So any little attention, she just liking the attention right now. But I don't think
Which
she
is
really.
That's why I said
awful.
she got gleeful, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's awful because she's such a beautiful woman. So it's like, no
That's
matter
true.
how beautiful you are, successful you are, smart you are, like these men will just
Yeah.
ruin your whole world.
Yeah.
And then you go and it seems like she's gullible. Like she wants the attention and like whatever they give her, she's gonna take it, no
Well, I
matter
hope this
how
a wake
little
up
it is.
call for her.
So
I hope so.
she
If she
don't
get
make
through
them.
with Ralph ass, I hope this the wake up call. So
Yeah, like she's not making them work for. It seems like she should be hard right now. Like she should be dating. If this is, I'm not for her doing this because she's still married, but whatever. I would like for her to be dating people, not just be hooked on this whatever this is with this dude. Like if you want
So
to,
you want to see her date different people on the show?
just be dating.
Yeah.
You ain't got to show it on. It don't have to be shown on the show. I just want.
Right.
Oh, good, because I would say please don't show it on the show.
No, we don't need it.
Two people that we know of, so
I would like to see
I like him. She moved on from time.
Just doing her little thug thizzle.
And I think part of
light-hearted and
I just don't want her to be falling in love quick like she did with Ralph. Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. I don't think so. I think part of it is her storyline too, because she can get the heat off of what's really going on at home and kind of focus on whatever this is. Black wants to be on TV. She needs a storyline. It just goes.
Yeah.
Everybody got a fake relationship here.
Look, everybody does it because you see what Portia doing.
Right. Portia been talking about kids. She don't even know.
Right. You went from a man to a stud.
The man that you want to go pelvis to pelvis on camera. No man.
Ooh. Tilt that booty back. She was like, don't come on over here. I'm not mad at it. Whatever Drew want to do, I love that for her. I just like y'all said, I just don't want her to actually be falling in love like that.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Now you date till you turn purple. Don't nobody give a f about Ralph in the basement. So do you, girl?
At all. Yeah. So also, she was like talking about how they friends. She said, "Oh, because I know he enjoyed you all because he was on the call for that 3 hours. That FaceTime for 3 hours was hilarious." She said he enjoyed you all. He enjoyed you. He enjoyed you. He said, "I know that y'all are friends." She was pointing to K Michelle. K Michelle said, "I don't know that man." And then, production shady ass did some flashbacks when she sat down with Portia and Kelly, and she said how he be in the DMs and stuff, like heavy be in her DMs. Then it's another flashback, because Drew was confused. She was like, "I thought you knew him because when y'all was greeting each other when he was on the phone, you were like, 'Hi, nice to see you again. I see you.'" He said, "Nice to see you too," or something. I'm like,
storyline stuff right here, because just as he was in her DM and she didn't respond, and just as she said hi, doesn't mean they know each other.
Okay, Michelle
said,
right. It's just, in the DM saying,
I don't know you. I know of you. I don't know you. And I'm
Drew holding up the phone. He on the phone, and she said, "Oh hi. Oh, I thought y'all knew each other." What?
There's a fella.
I guess it says nice to see you again, or something like that. I was like, why would you? She just could have been nice.
Yeah, she was probably just being nice.
Yeah, she was being she's supposed to be like, don't. I don't want to say hi to him. I don't know him. Like, come on now.
Hello, little man in the phone. Hi.
So Drew said she just said she was confused. I mean, anybody would be confused. I mean,
Drew don't want to be the only one that want him. Like, sorry, it's just you and you alone.
You can have that, Drew. It's all you, girl. It's all you.
She said they was friends. She didn't say they was friendly. Like, huh?
Portia knew she was doing with that. Like, didn't nobody ever say she was friends with that man?
K. Michelle said none of the above. Okay.
All right.
And she called her a bimbo again or something.
She's gonna be a bimbo forever now.
Hey, well, I mean, K. Michelle didn't let it go. I mean, she haven't really forgave Portia with the whole miscarriage of it all. That's what it's given. I mean, why would you accept an apology? That's one thing I have a right with K. Michelle in that moment. Like, did Portia did something else we didn't know about? Cause what? And I'm not even a Portia fan, so it's
Maybe
like,
because
hey,
it's on the show, she
I
accepted the
like K.
apology just to
Michelle,
move
but
on.
yeah, but you ain't have to accept it.
This is a show. We don't really want to see them keep going over it. So I guess she figured, like, if I
But
accept
she is
it,
still harboring these feelings.
yeah, but at least she ain't talking to Portia about it, child.
We don't know yet.
Angela
So
said
it's on
she
episode
forgave
5.
Phaedra, and Angela brought up what Portia said last season, this episode, but said she forgave her. So
No,
the
she
stuff
said she forgot, but she didn't forget.
Right, but
I think
in
it
the
just
moment when she talked to Portia, she said she forgave. She's hanging with them again. She's talking to them again. It always comes back up.
yeah, I think just for the
Well,
show, they
because
know we don't like them
We
to.
gotta move
Portia
on.
keep making it come back up. Portia keep making it come back up by denying what it was, and that's making it awkward. Like what was you talking about, lady? The delusion of it all. Y'all got any thoughts of this Sprinter bus situation? Seemed like they was on there for 3 hours. It was like a long ass ride. That's what it was getting.
Yeah, it was a long ride. They was all the way on the country, child.
Oh, wait, so they got off the PJ, had to take the Sprinter 3 hours to Dallas. Damn, what an airport at?
Out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never been to Texas, so all my Texas people like break it down because that's a lot. Like
Not
what
familiar.
airport? Right. I'm like,
They's all the way in the country. I'm like, are they going to the vineyards or whatever? Because sometimes if you in a vineyard, it should be all far out. I said, where are they going?
yeah, because they had to make a piss stop. Kate Michelle had to pee, and Shamia dumbass want to demonstrate how her parents was truckers and how they used to pee. I was like, this is my first time ever seeing them making a piss stop at the gas station. I'm sorry. I'm like, this. That's how long the ride was. We know Kate Michelle got her situation with her body and stuff, but
that's because they're sitting on there probably drinking on that Sprinter.
That's
Go
true.
to the bathroom before you get on
They
there.
just came from the PJ straight to the. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah.
And they.
Even I don't know why Kate Michelle keep bringing Jack Daniels. Like, are you supposed to be doing that with an infection? I guess.
Oh.
Not if she on antibiotic. Maybe she done taking her antibiotics.
Mixed alcohol is certain medication. That is true. So I ain't gonna hold you. So you kind of got a point there. I don't know what she's taking, but I hope that's not the case. Yeah, I just hope that that's not the case.
Maybe her antibiotics is done and she could drink chai.
Look,
well, don't she got like a endorsement or something with them? So she said,
that's how she made sure she had the bottle. She made sure it was turned to the camera. Like, you want to see this Jack Daniels?
Child, it could be some iced tea in there for all we know. Might not be no Jack Daniels in there.
That's what it won't heal.
Just saying.
No, we saw when she was at that tea place. She saw my ass in the tea when she was met with Portia.
And then when they have brunch, she got to drink again. Like, she got to drink when she left the hospital. Like, lady, that infectious booty just don't stand a chance.
I was gonna say a lot of times we don't see them drink though. Like she ordered that drink. Did we see her actually drink it?
What?
Not the booty don't stand a chance because she keeps drinking everywhere she goes.
Like they leaking everywhere, and then you mixing alcohol. Like, what does it smell? It's just
maybe she's nervous. Maybe she's nervous and she wants to,
She should have been in a tiny house. She need to be in the house alone. I don't want her to be dripping, drip. There's too much going on.
All right, Cardi.
Okay. Oh goodness.
I wasn't gonna say that about it. Shayna started. I wasn't gonna say that.
I mean, hey, that's what I'm saying. You got a point. I kind of agree. You got a point there. That's what I'm like. I don't know what she's taking, but you got to be careful now. But like I said, she probably nervous, and I think she got PTSD from that old show, and she trying to ease, make her numb, make it, bearable, maybe bearable for her to get through these things. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just guessing. I say that's what it is. I'm guessing.
Not Shayna with the
I know you did.
Let me just hush.
Look, so they got to La Casa de Fe, House of Faith. It was nice, a lot of acres, and then I know the main house got 6 bedrooms, 5 baths, and so many kitchens. Then we got the little house, the tiny house, the pool house. I was like, okay, this property is okay. I mean, the main house looked cool. It was cute. The little house is cute because it's one bed. I mean, it's like a little house. It even got a full ass kitchen, and they got the right person in there. Which is Pinky because she eat vegan. So I'm like, girl, you have your vegan stuff over here. You cook your vegan stuff. That's what I was thinking. And then
they be up there cooking, child.
I don't know. She might. I mean, because she probably afraid to eat.
Because later she said something about, and what's the vegan options? Like, traveling with her would just get on my nerves. No offense to the vegan.
I'm pretty sure Cynthia would accommodate her.
Ma'am, you're going to get the salad and leave me alone. That's the vegan option. I mean, have a salad wherever we go.
Eat the sides.
So she wasn't eating salad all the time?
Yes, when you're out. When you are out.
The majority of everybody else eat
the whole trip. You want her to eat the damn salad?
I mean, how long they gonna be there? Ain't like a weekend or something, child. They only be there 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
She can DoorDash her some vegan food if she feels so inclined.
Even when she said something in the morning about some vegan eggs, like, oh, it's just too much, trying to just your palate. And then the bankruptcy, like, when does it end?
I'm pretty sure Cynthia got food for Miss Vegan. I'm pretty sure she can accommodate that lady. Yeah, if not, she can
eat the leftover salad.
She can Instacart some groceries to that little kitchen.
Exactly. She ain't gonna starve.
Then again, where's the nearest market? I mean, in the middle of nowhere.
That's true.
Look, I don't know nothing about no Dallas of it all. I really don't. But yes, like I said, they wrapped up the property. She gave out the room assignments to Pinky. She gets the tiny house, and Ren and Stimpy gets the pool house. So that's their new name, Ren and Stimpy, I guess. Ren and Stimpy. Somebody said
because I was gonna call them freaking Frack 2.0, but I like Ren and Stimpy better too.
Yeah, because they don't have no name because they call Angela and Drusilla and Bigfoot. That's what it said on the screen. I'm like, y'all shady ass.
She said Ren and Stimpy, and then he was running across the field with no shoes on. Like, yeah, she might be wanting something with that one.
So everybody, group of friends got a name on this show. I'm hollering. But yeah, so they got the pool house, and they not happy because it's like it's 2 bedrooms in there, and they got a kitchen as well, and a pool. They get the pool area of it all, and a recreational out like the pool, like the game pool up in the house, and but kind of find out that them the cooks are cooking in their house, which is crazy. Yeah. I didn't get that.
The pool house size-wise didn't seem bad. It was just some dirty covers.
It's just the dirty covers and stuff like that. So, yeah. So that was like, what do y'all think of the room assignment? Because she gave those 3 ladies their assigned rooms. Then she said the main house people, y'all get to pick your own rooms.
It's so tired and so lame. I'm so tired of them doing this on every single reality show every time they take a trip. Can we book a hotel? Can we book something that all the rooms is the same? Something.
Remember that one season where we had, I think Marlo was on there.
Because you can't get wild at a hotel. Because remember, she was banging on that door, like Shani said.
Oh, yeah, she did bang on the door.
That could be like insurance and liability.
Yeah, I think Marlo ruined it because they stopped doing it after that. But that's why people need to stop bringing their kids on there and stuff like that. And since there was no children, there shouldn't be no reason.
Why did Marlo banging on the damn door in the first place, child or not? Act like you got some training.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it would have been exactly. It was like, my daughter's in here asleep. Like, oh Lord, now we can't just, because we was getting a little relief from that room nonsense. Everybody had equal hotel rooms. Yeah. Everybody's room looked the same. Finally, we was done, and now we back to this. Like, we don't care. Just pick a bed. Like here it says, fight for the weekend.
I mean, they did pick a bed. It was just like showing them running. Right.
Nobody's
fault. Nobody fall over
equal rooms, like we, or there's no Airbnbs like three on the block. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, there's too many people on the cast. There's too many people on the cast.
I'm like
6 of them.
Yeah, so
yeah, they probably need more than one house. Ain't nobody got two
of course they
Airbnbs
need
on the
more
same
than one
block.
house. You got the camera crew, you got the production. So
Didn't they try to do that on Potomac? I
that.
never watched Potomac, but then they try to do that on Potomac, and that didn't work either.
Oh God. Well, I need them to figure out a solution. I don't have the answers, Sway, okay? You know, that's not in my tax bracket right now, and I don't travel with that many people. So
This seemed like it would have been a good idea because it's like, well, you got a tiny house, you got the back, but y'all still in the same vicinity. But and there's just somebody.
Yeah, they is. Yeah, they not far from each other. They're just right there.
Yeah, somebody gonna complain, and it's like y'all got the pool. I mean, I don't just had to clean it. Like I don't know. I mean, after a long day, I do want to lay down, so I would have been annoyed too. But I want to drag.
I think it's a matter of feeling like you're being singled out or you're being isolated. Like, why in particular are the three of us staying over here at the separate houses? Like, what, like, kind of like Pinky was saying later, like, what's the criteria for you picking who stays over here? So,
well, Pinky said she like her house. She said thank you.
She did. She was
Yeah,
more.
that would have been me too.
Showing up for the other two.
I would have been in the small house too. Put me in the
I would have requested it. Like
she said you seem so close. That's what Cynthia said. So she gave her own space.
Right.
And the crazy thing is, because it's like she was gonna give them her tiny house, but after that little mishap later, it's like, well, you still gonna get them the tiny? Because I feel like she need to be in the room by herself, but she started getting annoying.
Damn. All right. So Angela walks her ass over there to check on Ren and Stimpy, and because you know they outside and they on pools, they were like, "Oh, you ain't got no wristband." She said, "I got past security. You know, I'm good." And you know, she was just checking on see how they feel about the I guess the room house situation of it all. But you know, she said it's not clean. They say it's not clean of it all. So you know, she's just trying to be nosy. But Kelly ass says that freaking Frat should have had
show, child.
Yeah, so she said freaking Frat should have is whack and they should be the ones over there. I mean, cause Cynthia could have a choice, but in my mind, they are close. They are close. Even last season, they was close. When they sharing a room at one point, because then Kelly and Britt was on the outs at one point.
Like Shami is technically, you know, so you knew I knew it wasn't gonna be Phaedra and Portia. That
right.
I would have liked that, but you knew you was gonna give them girls that.
No. Why would Cynthia have the more OG, the more seasoned people? Even though Phaedra,
and Michelle going through something with her body, so I guess that's what worked for her.
And they are the ones that's attached to the hip. Like y'all need to, if you want to be treated like an individual, create some space.
Well, but I think Kelly put that dirty stain on that bed because she jumped on that bed.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Ooh, there's a stain on
there."
She
sure did.
That was making
because why y'all jumping on bed with outside clothes on anyway?
Yeah, that's
right. She got her makeup on there and
in a chair or something.
Right. Because even when they tried to show the toilet with a little spot, like it looked like it was some like cleaning residue.
Yeah,
like
it looked like the blue stuff that she put in.
Yeah, it was like cleaned in and just.
Yeah, but that sink was nasty.
Really looked dirty.
That sink could be old because you know how you stain the sink and it could be water stain. They need a new sink then.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know. Did they not anticipate somebody was going to stay in that pool house and give it like a final, you know, once over? Because you know sometimes they might clean it for the week and they ain't cleaned it since last week, and you know they got to come in and dust and tidy it up.
They probably stay there seasonally. Like, okay, we only stay here in the summer, so the whole rest of the year ain't nobody even looking at it.
Yeah, it just need a little cleaning. They should, but that should have been taken care of before they got there. Now the comfort, I'm gonna give you that because she could have jumped in and got the makeup, the bathroom, and like those other stuff needs to be clean.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made a big deal. I would have called. I wouldn't have made a big deal about it. But I would have let Cynthia know that somebody needs to clean it.
Somebody know.
But I wouldn't have made a big deal about it.
Right. I could see them being mad at first because it was a long day. Like, okay, I just want to relax and But I mean,
they couldn't go over to the other house and take a shower and be like,
I'm going to somebody's house. I'm going to the little house, taking a whole bath. Something.
They didn't want to be in that house. They already said they didn't want to be there.
Right. And nobody wanted to. When they walked in there, everybody was like, "Oh, it's too tight in here. Ooh, I know I ain't seen it here." And it's like, where is the big deal?
Yeah, they did say that, but in another scene later, when Cynthia checked up on it, they said it's not the accommodation, it's just the cleanliness.
She said,
so
they said we were mad. We were mad, but you know, it's just the cleanliness.
Yeah, but they were talking about the cleanliness, but they know it's not Cynthia's fault.
But they said it in front of Cynthia when she gave it to them. It's like, well, you know what your mama gives her, you just got to go and accept it.
Right.
So they didn't want
when she was showing them before she decided to run.
They a different tune later. That's crazy.
Because everybody was like, I don't want to stay in there. K. Michelle said she didn't want to stay in there too tight. Drew was like, I know I ain't staying in here. Like, what's the big deal about the pool house besides because that was pretty even noticeable.
That place was like 2,500 square feet or something. That was just for y'all too.
That's enough space.
That was enough for y'all too. Calm down.
That's what I would have been like. Give me the tiny house, please, because I can't deal.
Yeah, give me the tiny house any day, okay? And lock my damn door and don't knock on them. I'm not coming out. I see y'all when it's time to eat. I'm not.
Damn.
They just got to be dramatic though, because I would have took my behind over to the big house, took a shower over there, and came to dinner. And then I would have told somebody, "Can you get somebody to come over here and just clean up, just tidy up a little bit, go over the bathroom, give it a once over, some disinfectant, some bleach, something, just get it popping." Thank you.
I do hate having a shower and then you don't got nowhere to really relax to change. I like to change in my room. I mean, I could see them being, because when Pinky was like, well, anybody would be upset. Like, okay, maybe initially. It's just that it's just drag. It's like it's going into next week, like the next episode. Like, all right, now.
It's the first night. It's a fixable issue. I mean, I guess if it was me, I probably would be irritated too. But it's like, are you going to sit around and be irritated, or are you going to fix the problem and enjoy the rest of your trip? Because we're not going to sulk. We're only going to be here like 2 days.
I don't think they really want to.
They did because they
were tired. They just wanted to relax. So
you can't.
Let's be honest.
That's where the drama thing. Then they ended up going there anyway at the end. So it was like, what was all that even? Like, y'all could have just did this to begin with.
And then you didn't notify her immediately. You waited like 20 minutes before dinner.
Right.
Yeah, 30 minutes before dinner.
After y'all put y'all feet in the pool, after y'all went back inside the house after that.
I would have did that immediately. Like,
right. If it was bothering you, the sun set and y'all still just sitting in the house. Like, is it bothering you or not? Or do you just want to have a reason to have an issue just to have something to complain about?
Just making TV, that's all.
Not good
Always.
TV.
Oh
no.
And then she called her husband of it all. And
that man said, "Please stop calling me on this camera."
Because he said, let me call you back in 2 minutes. He was laughing at first at one point. He's like, what you want me to do about it?
Basically. This stuff. I hope they're doing the edit on her and Gerald. I really do. I hope they're doing the edit. Because there's no way I get on the phone with you and then you got to call me back in 2 minutes.
I think they was on there for a little longer than what it was shown.
I was going to say, Angela called Charles last year, and that man didn't answer his phone. So these husbands, these new
I really
husbands,
not answer than to do that. But I'm gonna text you and let you know.
They showed what Charles was doing.
Minutes. I'm gonna call you. You gonna be on camera. I'm gonna need you to act like you got some goddamn.
He's with them kids.
I know. I feel like maybe if they edited it, because you got to give him something to edit. I feel like he probably was sitting there on mute, not saying nothing for so long that they had to wrap it up and just throw that in there.
Put it down.
Damn. He probably like, what you want me to do? Like, well, I can't do nothing about
it. Clean house. Okay. I'm like,
all right. Hey, at least let me get this off. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, Tamika.
Hi, Tamika. Yeah.
He's not even a good, he just don't seem like a good partner. Like, he might be a good provider and husband, but it's like, I want to be able to vent about my day, what I'm going through. Like, I'm upset. And you just like, well, let me get back to what I was doing. Like,
Sucks for you, boo. Sucks for you.
And it could be because he's not a native. He's not from here. So, like, the cultural differences, like, things that he complain about, is like nonchalant, nothing to him because, baby, I can show you something, okay? So maybe the things that she talked about are nothing burgers to him. And maybe he needs to change.
Everything.
Right.
They're
In a
like
partnership,
29.
like, dude, you're gonna have to
But-
offer me some type of emotional support.
But I think
Something.
this is him. You know, they are different. I think the men over there are different. So I think that's just it. I think they're different. I don't know
mean,
how
she
long
like it. Who am I? So.
Do she
I don't think she does.
Right.
I don't think she likes it.
She likes something. She loves
she
it.
knows how it's
But
gonna
she might
come
not like
off.
it. She loves it financially, but she don't like it.
Ooh.
Yeah, because
nobody wants to sit around, whether you're on TV or off TV, and be around a man that looks like he don't have no interest in you or anything you got going on.
He could be
and
different.
It could just
in
be the TV.
Or
yeah, it could just be the TV. It comes off so bad. I'm tired of looking at it.
Right.
Just don't like the camera in his face.
Knows how it's gonna come off. They was dragging Charles last season, and Gerald's worse. She already know what time it is. She know. Like, come on now. She know what the people gonna say. He know he don't care. I know he didn't want to be on the show, but I just never saw any chemistry with them. Like, it's not giving nothing. And that's why she's so worried about having his son, because I feel like she's concerned if she can't give him that son, then she might be out trying to figure out which chapter bankruptcy she got to file.
Sorry, sis. Listen, y'all should have got all that hashed out when y'all got married with the separation agreement. I hope it. I hope it ain't thirsty.
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure he did.
I
This
feel
ain't
like
her first
that's something.
Oh, he got them. Yeah, I'm sure he got one. Kate Michelle was desperate. He was not.
He said, "Look at how I'm looking. I got this money. I'm still gonna get somebody. I'm leaving here with something."
It ain't gonna take nothing for him to find somebody else. He can find somebody else while he's still married to Shamia. Yeah. He's a man.
Somebody probably in his inbox right now, child.
Y'all is wild, man.
Mic drop.
It's true, child.
Mic drop.
Look at Dr. J over there married to Madison. Sliding in his inbox. Yikes.
You got the Portia Williams of the world in Atlanta with the men shortage going on. Of course, they're gonna be like, he looks unhappy.
Straight
I can make him laugh.
Simon was looking how he was.
I'm like, do he even got social media like Simon?
Child, she probably like Dr. Heavenly. You know what? That's me responding to you, B. That ain't Dr. Dad.
Yandy tried to pull that with Mendici.
The opposite. Now she pulling the Yandy. Like
that lie can only go for so long before you get
okay. And that's when they realize the people is cooking in their kitchen for the dinner.
You better watch out for she finds somebody in her basement. Everybody got somebody in the basement.
That's crazy.
Everybody.
So y'all can't cook in. Y'all can't cook in a big house. You gotta go over there and cook in the pool.
It depends on how many courses they made. It seemed like they could be utilizing the main house kitchen too.
I hope
maybe
so.
They're trying to knock everything out.
Is this the servants' quarters that y'all gotta stay in calling it the pool house?
Not the servant quarters.
What's going on over here?
It's giving you got to smoke up my house.
She's talking about some outhouse.
Service quarters.
I got to smell.
So I was like, we don't wash these sheets every week. Y'all just get what y'all get.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You know, gotta zhuzh it up. They ain't expect nobody to be coming and staying there like that.
And that's why K. Michelle has a leaky, infectious booty. Why would you have her on the fresh guest room sheets instead of out there in the outhouse?
They can buy new sheets.
They gotta buy new sheets. You know, Airbnb like to charge for everything. Okay.
Well, she can afford to buy them sheets. Okay, she can give.
And you know, initially when they
get charged
there, I thought that was that lady's property. Maloof.
It is the lady.
Okay, that's what I. Okay.
Oh no, not Maloof. It's not her property. It's the. It was the lady that greeted them.
I thought it was the same lady too until because they kind of.
It's not Adrian. That's not.
Yeah, that's initially when they got here. That's who I thought it was at first, and then I was like, oh no, this not her establishment.
But did y'all see that clear woman helping them down the shuttle steps? I was like, I know that's right. That's the dope right there. Woman.
Yep.
So y'all saying they could have put K. Michelle over in the single house with her leaky booty?
Because I'm like, I just wondered, like, does it smell? Does it like how bad is the leakage?
Hopefully, she done had surgery.
She got her own room. I would say it's been weeks now.
It don't seem like it's probably been a couple of days. I mean, remember she went to the nail salon.
When they do these flashbacks, it's been weeks. And when they show them flashback and they put the date like a month or 3 weeks, I'm like, okay, it's been weeks. Because it does seem like a day after
no time to stand on flashbacks. That flashback could have been from the day before. And that booty is, and if it's been weeks, then why is it still leaking so bad?
Is it still leaking?
Yeah, she said it was still leaking. She said she couldn't sit down at the end.
Did she say
she
that?
sat wrong. She said she sat wrong.
How did you sit wrong? How do you sit wrong?
I think at the pool side.
You said she didn't have a little donut?
I don't think she should have been sitting on the pool side unless she had a pillow. I don't know if she had a pillow.
Well, she had a little donut.
That's what I said. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
You can't sit. I've never had a problem sitting on the pool side, but I don't have no infected, leaky booty.
You don't have. You ain't had no surgeries like that. Well, not on your backside at least. I don't know what else you had going on, but she said you're gonna be sitting on your derriere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she can't sit in the chair because it's too painful. That's why she needs it.
That's what she said. I don't know.
Maybe she just sat down too hard. Like, ain't nothing wrong with my backside, but if I sit down on that concrete too hard, it might be a feeling. I don't know. I'll be trying to help the lady out, child.
I see.
Yeah, because you guys know so much. She had iced sweet tea in that Jack Daniels.
We don't know. Did it have a seal on it? Did we take the wrapper off of it? I don't know what you got in that bottle. I need you to change all these bottles out and put some tea in there so I can look like I'm drinking this Jack Daniels, but my booty don't be infected, you know.
Y'all talking about this licky booty, but I think it's been weeks. I mean, it could still be a possibility, but they supposed to do a correction surgery on her, so I don't know. Hopefully this time it works because she did. Because like we said last time, like that silicone stuff injection is hard to remove. So there's that. But yeah, so she is not going to dinner. We don't have Shamia, Kelly, and K Michelle not going to dinner. They at poolside of it all. And because Kay said she's not going because due to her glam people ain't there. She's not glammed up. And Shamia and Kelly, they couldn't go to nobody else's house to take a shower or a whole bath or something to get ready and change for dinner. So it's just given that they really didn't want to go. Okay, because they could have made it away. And I'm pretty sure the other ladies wouldn't mind.
Hey Michelle, like you talking about you don't got glam, but you're on camera right now.
That was ridiculous. Like, give me a better reason. Give me a better reason, Kay.
Right, with some type of makeup on, like girl, stop it. And all that surgery. If I'm getting all this surgery done, I should be able to go free.
Right. And somebody was saying that could she be on IG without her makeup, and that she still looks good without the makeup on IG. So
yeah, just
I mean, in the dinner, just right there. It's at the same house. It's not like y'all leaving the property.
But it's like, I had to get showered.
I didn't get that.
Where are the clothes you got on if it's that bad, and just sit down?
Well, I would just want to shower just to be fresh. I could shower and put my pajamas on. Like, we don't got to get a whole dress, a ball gown to sit outside and eat.
Well, they don't even know what
I'm not on the Housewives, child.
Yeah.
Child. Yeah, so there's that with them three. They not coming. And because Pinky did, because Portia did ask Pinky, like, how are the girls doing? And that's when she said they not coming due to those factors. And then that's what everybody came out. Cynthia came out, and Cynthia said, like, she talked to the ladies because this is what Pinky was relaying, that they not coming to dinner. She said, I talked to Shamia and Kelly about the room, and then they did a flashback of them talking to her on the phone as she was getting ready. And she said she's sorry. She like the room's like dirty. She's like, why y'all didn't say nothing earlier than that? Like she on mine, because she said when she did the initial walkthrough, she didn't realize the room was that dirty. So she said, but she happily to accommodate these women. So she said she told the people, and hopefully somebody will be by there to clean it up. But they got to point out what needs to be clean, because everybody clean is not the same.
I shouldn't have to point it out, child. Like top to bottom, get them cobwebs, get that toilet,
everybody
the
don't
sink,
clean the same.
Get the bleach.
Everybody don't clean the same.
Ammonia, not at the same time. Not at the same time. I don't want you to get knocked out.
Clean Look, everybody don't clean the same. Let's call it thing a thing.
No, they don't. I'm glad they said something to Cynthia. I hate that they waited so long to say something, but I'm glad they said something.
I'm glad they talked to her on the phone. I'm glad she was like, oh no, because she wouldn't want them to stay in filth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
you know what? I am kind of glad they waited till they calmed down now. Because then if they would have said something before while they were so angry for the cause on the other
attitudes.
Y'all got Cynthia working too hard. She's only a friend of.
Right. Come on,
I mean, and Cynthia is not that type of person. She cool with everybody. She don't have beef with nobody.
Right. And the producers could have been behind the room set up. Like, why are we acting like, come on now. That's why we don't care about this no more. We're doing this for 15 years.
Shayna said enough now. Enough.
Yeah, so I'm glad she talked to the ladies. And while we on the ladies, Kelly shared that her ex-husband had a press conference, and she got emotional about it. She was crying, and she expressed, like, we all know this press conference because we saw it in real time when it happened. We didn't know they was on the damn trip, because we know they was filming, but we didn't know she was over here on the trip with the ladies while all this was getting ready for a trip, while all this was going down. Because we remember that press conference, because I was like, what is he doing and why he out here talking? And now she said, like, he is like trying to make it so hard for her and convince her and not have the kids film, so she cannot film with her kids.
Mark Daly.
So what are y'all thoughts on that? Like, he's like really trying to make it hard for her. It's another husband that making it hard.
You know what you are is giving Mark Daly all over again with not them kids been on camera. Now all of a sudden they can't be on camera. And who was I watching? And somebody was like, it's always the ugly ones that give you a hard time when it's over. I just
damn.
I hate that too though. Like, we've already seen these kids. What's the point now? Why are you?
That's what she said. He inconveniencing her. That's like
right, and that's his goal because he don't got nothing going on. Well, he talked himself right back into prison. So.
So now what? I got to lock the kids up in the room when I'm filming? Like, knock it off, please.
All I can say is, don't talk about me on TV like a dog, and then I can make it hard for you when you need to do something with your kids. So there's that.
She didn't really talk about him as a dog.
She did. She just said he beat her and locked her ass up in the closet. She said he don't take care of the kids.
Like a dog?
If he did it, then...
But that's cool. That's cool.
That's her experience.
But right. Why should she talk about her experience?
I can keep you from doing something. I ain't saying he right. I'm just saying don't talk about me.
We don't even know him until he started really doing interviews. Like he
did this so he could be. He's mad because he don't got a peach.
Guess what? He's making it hard for her. Why? Because she talked about him last season.
Well, he shouldn't have did it.
Shut up. Shut to the.
It must be true. It must be true.
Right. Because now this makes him look more guilty in my eyes.
I'm not negating what's true or what's false. I'm just saying, don't do something. People can be mother effers. They can be biatches. Like we know the men can be. We see that. We seen it with Mark Daly. Hell, now we seen it with Todd. We see these men want to be biatches. Don't give him no ammunition. That's all I say. Yes, you told your truth. However, now he can do something to you to prevent you. He got you crying on TV because you can't film with your kids.
But if I'm working and
not it's part of, sometimes
should I have to tiptoe around? Like it's already bad enough.
It's our reality.
My life this way. Like
you've been going to court last season.
You can't film with your kids.
And then if she didn't give us that information, you're giving us the Portia treatment. You can't say nothing. You can't
He's too new to do.
Now
that.
You can't film with your kids. Now,
but if she not given information last season, we wouldn't even see her this season.
Yeah, she wouldn't do that.
So we don't even know her. So she had to tell her story.
So two wrongs make it right. Like
I can make it hard for you. Mark Daly.
Yeah, whatever he's doing is only going to be temporary.
It's okay.
Now he just made himself look worse.
Now he's in jail. You can't film with your kids. I ain't saying he right. I'm just saying sometimes you have to pick your battles. That's a battle she shouldn't have picked.
But she knew on the show, and it's a reality. She be going to court on the show.
Now she know better.
Knew she was going on the show.
Now she know better. Sometimes a best lesson is about lesson.
She couldn't come on there as a new cast member and not give us nothing.
And give us a portrait treatment on her.
Sometimes you can say stuff without saying stuff. You don't have to tell everything. You can say stuff without saying it.
You don't have time for contest schools with some newbies.
Listen.
I don't think she gave us everything.
She didn't give us everything. Right. She didn't go like.
I bet she didn't.
I think she could have went deeper. I think she could have
went nothing else. I bet she didn't get nothing else.
She's still talking about him now, though. She's talking about this situation, so it didn't stop
about this.
All that did was make him look worse.
I mean, all she gotta do is put in the book.
Now she's crying and can't film with her kids.
Yeah, but the worst thing you could do which is why I couldn't do no reality TV. The worst thing you could do as a person on reality TV is not to talk about what's going on in your real life.
Exactly.
That makes us not like you. We don't feel connected to you. It feels just ingenuous.
We don't even know you.
Get rid of her.
Right. We don't even know her.
Right. We have to get to know you.
Right. I'm just saying, sometimes you have to pick your battles.
And if he didn't do anything, there wouldn't be nothing for her to sell. Because I feel like that's like the Meg Thee Stallion, like you trying to silence, like saying, "Oh, she should keep it to herself." Why?
When she shared that, like I wasn't dragging him because I don't know that man, but he started coming out of the woodworks doing interviews. I'm looking like he wasn't really dragging him when it came to Kelly. Like,
he would have moved on. He made it worse because now he's drawing more attention to himself.
Right, you drawing more attention to yourself. That's what I'm looking like.
And we don't know her to like her, like Portia and Phaedra, how they were able to come back and not give us anything because, you know, people over there like them. So they were able to come back and do that. They've been here before. Like,
you can't come your first season not telling them that. And that's the majority of your life.
I ain't saying she right or wrong. I ain't saying he right or wrong. I'm just saying you talked about me. You told I had you locked up in the closet for whatever you told him all this. Now I can figure out a way to hurt you.
But in trying to hurt her some more, he hurt himself. You're trying to silence her, and now you just look guilty.
But we already know he don't care about them kids, so he don't even care. But
now he made himself look worse. Like now you look guilty. Like what you're saying is true. You trying to silence her. Why? So you must have done it. That's how I'm looking at it. And I would have forgot about it had he not
with your kids.
She can't, but just like with the Kenya thing, that was temporary, and then Brooklyn was back on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. But did that hurt Kenya? Yes, I can hurt you.
Not really.
For a small
time
frame.
And then when they showed, she still had her on there. She just blurred her face.
Right.
But her kids ain't seen 5 episodes. Not that we have to, but we haven't seen his children. We saw her oldest. We haven't seen his children, and that hurts her. And we see that it hurts her.
If it was a huge part of her storyline, like her being a mother,
that's what they all trying to do is hurt each other.
Right. I don't feel like she showed them enough last season where it like.
Yeah, we're not missing nothing by
right. Like she still can talk about him. So talking about him was more of her story than showing the kids. So her showing the kids, we barely saw. We saw the oldest one, who we still see.
Yeah,
the younger one, she wasn't showing them like that anyway. So it wasn't like.
Them kids with him was kind of wild. They was something else.
Yeah, she showed them like we've seen them 2 times. We didn't see them enough that it's like you saying I can't film them.
Counted on one hand.
There's a little inconvenience, but I'm still gonna talk about it.
My thing is she's hurting because of what he did, and
I think he just hurt her. Period.
She gonna hurt regardless.
Yeah, she just hurting over all of it.
He's hurting her, and now she's crying on television because she can't film with her kids.
I mean, he was gonna hurt her. He was gonna hurt her regardless, whether she was
crying last season when she had the kids on there. So she was hurt either way. She was crying when the kids was on there.
I'm just saying. I ain't on his side of it. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. He was gonna hurt her anyway, regardless if that's the way he's built.
It was right.
Whether she talked about him or not, he was planning on her anyway. So there's that.
If she back full time next season, them kids be right back on there next season.
Yeah,
it's a possibility. But he got to sign off on it. If he don't sign off on it, they can't be on there.
What happened with Kenya and Mark?
I don't know.
Brooklyn was back on the scene the next season.
Unblurred.
Right, full face.
For more manner. So I don't know. That's what they say. I don't know.
He in jail. So what he say ain't gonna matter. Well, I don't know if he out now, but he went to jail, so that ain't helping him in his case.
Big boy? To my her husband?
Her ex-husband. So that them just be back
on the he there.
I ain't saying he right or wrong. I'm just saying.
It just like Shayna said, it don't make him look good. It don't do nothing for him. So it's like he really just wasting his time. But when they, when Mad Day comes, this is what people do on both sides. So
yeah, he knew how to get to her by her kids.
Her kids, her business. You don't.
And you didn't even care about them. Like your friend tried to help you, tell you, come.
Oh my God.
Or the first day of school, he didn't even want to do that.
That was crazy.
He don't care about them kids. You had the kids on the picket sign. He don't care about them kids. He's trying to hurt Kelly because you talked about me last season. So I'm gonna hurt you.
He's trying to hurt her. It's giving her more of a storyline actually, because now she could talk about this. If he wasn't doing nothing, she wouldn't have nothing to talk about when they gave me. Right. So now, thanks. Now you're giving me more to talk about.
While hurting.
There's so much seeing kids going to school we can take.
And did he try to sue the people? Was he the one that tried to sue Bravo?
He might have been.
Probably because he's rogue. Like, sir, he's a biatch, okay?
For sure.
Yeah. This lady could have lost her job because of you.
He tried. I'm glad she didn't. He tried it.
He's a biatch.
I was done with him even without him locking her in the closet. When we came to them kids and that friend, like you said, had to talk to him, and he was like, he don't give a. I was like, well.
A piece of doo-doo. But I wonder if she knew he was a piece of doo-doo when she met him, when she married him. Like, when did he become a piece of doo-doo?
I doubt it, because they give you that representative, especially since she had that first child. So you got to give me something that shows me that I'm comfortable having my child around you.
Oh, okay. So. I didn't hear you the first time. I saw your mouth moving though.
He became an a-hole, I think, in her life after she pushed out them kids.
Definitely. 3 kids. She might have had seen the signs and might not have realized, like.
Yeah, after she had them kids, she probably realized how as an a-hole he is.
Felt like he trapped her.
Yeah, some little small signs.
Yeah, there's always some signs, but she probably wanted to be married, didn't want to be single.
And I'm sure he put his best foot forward, like I said, especially seeing that she had a child prior to that, to make her comfortable enough as a single mom to like bring this man into her life and then turn around and just, do what he did.
So we at the dinner, so the lady came out, said what they gonna eat, because this is a tasting. I didn't know this was like a tasting dinner, because this is for the gala that's supposed to happen, I guess, in the next 2 episodes or what have you. They're gonna pair it with the tequila of it all, and then Cynthia shared that this gala that they're gonna have later, the ladies are able to bring a significant other, which is why you see some people show up, I guess.
Which is why I guess Shamia asked that man to come, and he's like, "Yeah,
damn."
Who she asked?
That man.
Oh, Jesus.
That's funny.
The man in the phone.
The man in the phone. And this is where we get the Pinky and asking Cynthia about her intentions of their room assignment of it all. So she was like, there's no intention with the room choices. Like I said earlier, Cynthia don't have a problem with nobody. She don't have no beef with anybody on this cast. So she won't have no ill intentions at all. And she just said, I thought it would be the best room for them too, since they are close.
And we just knew it wasn't going to be none of the vets. So that was...
Yeah, it wasn't going to be Portia and Phaedra. I mean, she closer to them more than anybody because she know them the longest from old seasons. So we know it's not freaking frat. We just know that it's not going to be them. And I can see Angela and Drew, but she got closer to Drew. She got closer to Drew.
Yeah, but they ain't tight like these two.
But they ain't tight like the
Phaedra. After them, You put me in that. Don't you put me over there in at the pool house after them bunk beds?
Oh yeah, they did do a flashback them bunk beds. I'm like, well,
I'm just glad we didn't see a bunk or a twin bed nowhere. Ugh.
That's what Drew said. She said they are full beds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a
full bed
for grown people.
Right.
Please.
And then Kelly had the nerve to talk about size of her bed. I'm like, girl, you about 2 inches tall. Shut the hell up.
Right. Like, if it was a twin bed, it would be perfect for Kelly, actually.
She's talking about, I'm going to sleep in cha-cha bed. I'm like, that bed is big enough for your little small ass.
She's short, but she got all them. Can she fit all those on the bed?
She's short, but she got a big personality. I guess that's what makes she feel like she a big person. She got a big personality.
Those cha-cha sit on the bed. she's still small, fine size.
Yeah, but then you gotta roll over. You gotta make sure you got room to roll over with them because they need their own.
Roll them big old titties. So
they need their own side. That's your side. That's my side.
Just get in the bed.
Yeah, so I like how Cynthia was like, no attention. She said, this is what Pinky lost me. I ain't gonna hold you. She said Pinky said Shamia and Kelly felt like it was a dig for going for giving them that pool house. I'm like, and then they do a flashback of the 30 minutes, like Pinky asking Kelly, how do you feel about the house arrangement? And she said, is it giving random or is it giving intentional? I'm like, now you making it a problem. They probably didn't have a problem at first, and you coming up with this questioning to make them have a problem. I didn't like that. And
I mean,
that's not what the flashback gave.
I mean, at least she ain't talking about her bankruptcy.
Shut up.
Right.
Here.
And they did
what the hell? Something you got to say something.
When they were staying in the water instead of getting the house cleaned earlier in the day, they said they kind of implied the same thing when they were talking to Angela. So I feel like it was kind of in the back of their mind. But listen, y'all are still fairly new yourselves, so it is what it is.
It's like you want them to have a problem with Cynthia. It's like the way you set it up. Like, how do you feel about the house arrangement? Okay, they talk about cleanliness, not the house itself. So that's why I'm confused. Like, it's like two things y'all talking about. Like you said, the cleanliness of it when you in front of Cynthia,
they had a problem with
everybody else. It was just the house in general.
Initially, they did have a problem with being over in that little house and being isolated. And then once they took a look around and seeing it wasn't, up to snuff with the cleaning, then they pushed that to the forefront so they wouldn't seem like they were being ungrateful or being nitpicky or, because who's going to argue with you over a clean environment? Nobody's going to argue with you over that. But if you sit there and be like, well, why you put us over here? Why we got to be over here in the pool house like the servants? Nobody wants to hear that. So, but you say the toilet ain't clean, the sink ain't clean, the sheets ain't been changed. That's, with women like that.
When everybody saw the tiny house, they was like, oh, okay, this is nice. And then everybody saw the pool house, was like, oh no. But I'm like, y'all didn't like the size. I think they complained and told Pinky the truth. And Pinky heard her friends upset, and she was just like, oh, well, my friends are mad, so I'm mad too.
And them ladies ain't really her friends with that.
No, but it wasn't about the house when she asked the question. It was about like how you feel about Cynthia giving you this room assignment. It's not about the house anymore. And you setting up, is it giving random or is it giving intentional? That make it different than just a clean house. Like it's just I didn't like.
Now you're questioning my intention.
Right now you putting it in their head like Cynthia did this on purpose. Like
I mean, she's new there. She don't know Cynthia from a hole in the wall, so.
Right.
And Cynthia gave you a nice house. Like
we only saw Pinky say that. We didn't see the conversation prior to, or what they were talking about prior to. They could have been complaining like, and she got us in a small little pool house, and then that could have been the tail end of it. We only saw what Pinky said, so we don't know what they told Pinky to make her respond that way. We only see her response.
Well,
and then we got to set it up to go into what we about to go into. So
questioning.
Right, but we don't know why she's questioning. We didn't see
it before.
To that.
I get that.
So they could have been complaining about the house to Pinky because they did complain.
So why would she ask, how do you feel about the house arrangement?
Even when she went to them, she was like, they was like, well, we did complain. Like,
they were angry. upset.
They admitted, like, yeah, Shamia said Pinky was right. We didn't like it. So somewhere along the way, they told Pinky how they really feel. I feel like when they saw Cynthia, they calmed down and was like,
right, they switched up. That's why I'm like, this.
But I don't think they meant for
honest.
Pinky to relay what they said to her, what they said to Cynthia. I don't think it was meant to be relayed. But Pinky just
I don't think so.
Being whatever she is, and
she put her
cape
on.
The cadence in her tone makes it seems like she's giving a lecture, so it's always like she's talking at you.
Yeah,
I think she's very direct.
She's direct.
Yeah,
right. I had no problem with her.
But it was just the questioning. She's asking, like, she's continuously asking a question. Yeah. Like, damn, why you keep asking?
Everybody might. Angela had a problem with her. At the end, Angela said your tone. So it's like one person might not have a tone, but another person may. Like, why? Because she didn't know when to stop. Like before, she said, like, she didn't know when to say when. Like, you made your point.
Yeah.
Now, all right, we can move on. You still on it. Like, let it go. Because now it's like you trying to interrogate her. Like, you got the good house. Like, why are you mad? Like, let it go. Let them speak for themselves.
And then she switched, said, well, I'm happy with my place. Well, what do you like? I
mean, you made your point.
Trying to advocate for her friends.
Right, I don't mind you trying to cape for your friend. I like cape for your friend. I don't mind that because they all do it one way or another.
Yeah, true.
But it's like, girl, I just didn't like that. Like she said, they felt like it was a dig from Cynthia. It's like Cynthia did it on purposely to them. I didn't like how she said that, and then did the flashback. It really wasn't that.
I mean, it does feel diggish, but we know that's not Cynthia's MO really. So it's kind of like, it's like a Housewives things. Like
the question is like you setting it up, like you put it in their mind. It wasn't in their mind before. Now you got them thinking like Cynthia might set us up. Oh, if I wasn't thinking it before, I was thinking it now.
I mean, they were initially unhappy anyway, so it's just an extra layer.
No, I'm not talking about the house. I'm talking about being Cynthia on purpose. It's I don't care. They have a right to be upset that the house is not clean. Like nobody don't want to stay in filth.
Yeah,
it's just the way that she like put it in the forefront of their minds. Like, damn, did Cynthia set us up or did this to us on purpose?
The reason why I think that's why I didn't like because Kelly mentioned freaking frack should have been like, why did you even bring them up? Mm-hmm. So I feel like when she said that, she's like, well, why is it just us two when those two are tight too? Like, why us? I feel like they was always thinking that, and Pinky just heard that, and she's just running it back. But she don't know them yet, so she don't need to be defending nobody at this point because she's still new.
I mean, it's okay to ask questions, but it's just like
even if
she was asking in an accusatory manner. In my opinion.
It was I feel like Cynthia was being interrogated. Like, you're doing a little too much.
Yeah, Cynthia was looking like I would never. That's why Cynthia was confused. Like they wasn't giving that energy when I was talking to them on the phone. Hello, and then she went over there physically, and they was not giving the energy like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But like Shayna said, I'm glad they kind of waited till they got whatever energy they had out because we could have been there. I'd rather than be
in the beginning and cool.
Right, you could be upset, but don't blame it on Cynthia because Cynthia was like. It's like I understand about the room not being clean. Y'all, nobody wants to stay in filth, but she said y'all was like mad at me, like I did this to y'all on purpose, and I called the people, and they supposed to come over and clean up. So it's like, because Cynthia was like, look, don't put it on me. Like,
and earlier on when they first got in there, they probably felt like, why are we isolated and over here, and why does I get to be in the main house? Like, I do feel like they put that out there. People heard it. And then that's what happens when you do that.
They should just be honest to Cynthia. Like
they should have been honest.
Yeah. They should have been honest. That's
From
what I'm saying.
I feel like they said little things, and like y'all said, nobody wanted when they showed them the house. Then nobody want to be over there. So
that's what I think. I agree because that's what I got. I'm like they've been saying this all. I don't think Pinky put anything in their head. I think they were saying it, and Pinky was just responding to what she was being told.
Yeah.
And then they calmed down when Cynthia had said, hey, what's the problem? Like, why aren't you at dinner? It's 10 minutes before dinner. Where y'all at? Oh, now we have time. It's not your fault. Yeah, you good. It's hours later now. If it was that was the case, they would have called her to begin with. If they only got a willingness, they would have just said that.
I didn't like Pinky questioning that question.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
and making
I
it.
know what you're
It's
saying.
like if I wasn't thinking, I'm thinking it now because it's one thing to not want. It's understandable they don't want to be isolated or whatever. They want to be in the main house. They can feel that way all day, but to saying like Cynthia purposely doing it to them, like she putting them in punishment, like you go get in the corner or something like that.
Even if she did, they know they're new. They're newer.
I was gonna say it's not a punishment, but at the end of the day, they're not gonna put the OGs over there. So like, just see it for what it is.
Michelle is not an OG.
Hey,
She's OG over there, love hip hop.
Nobody else is tied to the hip with another person. Just them two, because Angela and Drew aren't tight enough that it makes sense to put them in there. These two are tight, like y'all don't even have barely any scenes alone.
So basically, you call them codependent on each other. Got it.
Well, that's why she said she put them in
this season.
Yeah, they are.
They started the end of last season.
Ultimately, because y'all got so tight, like that y'all put yourselves in this situation. Now every time you want to put y'all two together.
What'd you say, Candy?
BFF.
Right.
Fuck out of here. BFF already.
Capital B, capital F, capital F.
I am not calling nobody my BFF. That's sorry.
But when y'all did, I mean, K Michelle, it didn't make sense for a situation. Okay, Angela and Drew, and then we're not gonna have Drew. Drew been there longer than them. We're not gonna have Drew go in there because she still is a older cast member. So it's still, if we're gonna do pairs, it still wouldn't make sense for Drew and Angela to go in there. So it still would make sense for them to go in there. They're the two that's tied at the hip that are newer cast members. The newbies are gonna get the lesser rounds. It just is what it is. They act like they ain't never watched.
I understand that, but it was just like for me it seemed like they make it. Well, Pinky make it seem like that, trying to put them in their head like that. Did Cynthia do it on purpose? Like Pinky she don't like y'all, like she don't like y'all, but we know what we doing logically in our heads for a process of elimination for us newbies and stuff. It makes sense. But
as far as when they were complaining when they saw the room and when they were like, "Well, freaking Frack should be in here." Why us? They should have already known what time it is. Like, I understand we got to produce a show, we got to complain, but it's like y'all already knew what it was. Like, it only makes sense for y'all to be in this room. Pinky was in the room too. She's new. She was in there by herself. So I'm like,
I mean, most of the cast is new if we keeping it a buck, but you know,
right? I have to say most of the cast is new
because there's only Shamia's second season, Kelly's second season, because Shamia as a full time, Angela's second season.
But Drew is not new, so the Angela and Drew dynamic wouldn't work.
Right, Pinky's first season, K Michelle's first season, so.
And then K Michelle has history of being on reality TV, so she's gonna get a little bit of preferential treatment. So like, it just only makes sense for y'all to go in there. Just go in there and then just be happy. Let y'all two like each other. Like, if that's your BFF, why don't you want to be in there with her?
If Cynthia wanted to start it and make it funky, she would have put Portia and
Hello.
Yeah, I would have mixed it up.
That would have been good. Some good TV.
Now that would have been on purpose. Then that's when I'd be like, Cynthia.
Okay.
Child.
I would have been here for all of that.
Y'all can freaking frack and do whatever y'all want to do in the privacy of your own pool house, okay? All right.
Okay.
All the bolos y'all want to have on over here, all right?
Like, y'all got your own room, y'all got your own washroom. So what's the problem?
Right. I put you with somebody you like. I mean, goodness.
Yeah. You with your best.
Y'all got a kitchen and everything. But she ain't count on it being filthy. So
right.
So
she's like, please stop calling it dirty. Please.
Yeah, she's like, please don't be dirty.
Y'all messing up.
She said, I'll call the people. She said, what y'all keep saying? They're like, I call the people.
Y'all are messing up my connections, please.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing. Like, y'all doing all this shit on TV. We got to make a television show, but good God, now y'all making it seem, the people's house dirty and they got to make TV. Let me be quiet. They got to make TV. So.
They got to make TV.
Yeah.
So.
Because what else would we have been talking about the first half if they didn't talk about that?
Because that nothing. Nothing.
Damn
sure don't talk about that bankruptcy, so yeah, nothing.
Not the BK again.
Okay. That's what it is, a BK, baby. What's up with a BK?
And then Angela said, do you feel like have that may be in the case? Pinky said at first, yeah, and then And then this one Angela say bring she sensed some hostility. I was like, I don't know if that was the word to use. Like she brought this up on purpose for, I guess, blaming Cynthia, trying to blame Cynthia of it all. Drew asked Portia. They took a pause between Pinky and Angela. So Drew asked Portia, like, have she had a chance to talk to Kelly? Because there's some tension between Kelly and Portia. We see it because every chance she get, Kelly speak about Kelly, make a comment about Portia any way she can, and Portia said, I thought we was cool. I sent her flowers, but then she said, flowers from a dead person. What you say?
Broken
Whatever the
flowers
saying
from
is.
a broken person.
Yeah,
something
that. Yeah, so that's what Portia said of it all. And then this is when Pinky said, like, didn't you say like she slept with a married man? And then that's what Portia dumbass, I can't deal with her because she always like to rewrite history, because she said, have you the one that said she slept with a married man? And she said, is that because she said something about you first, what she did an after show last season. She did say something, because that's when she's talking about F and Charles. If Angela, don't calm myself down. Yeah, so Kelly did say something in the after show, but it wasn't that deep. Because we know there was some BS what Portia did at that tea, saying that Kelly was sleeping with a married man or whatever. And I'm looking like the receipts was the receipt, because she said she was the receipt. I'm looking like, girl, no, that was not it. And she knows she was full of it. She just trying to get her lick back. She was just trying to get her lick back on Kelly, and then they hug it out, and then she sent this lady flowers, but Kelly not feeling her still. Kelly, we know she's fake. She says a lot in her confessional. She won't say it. She says to everyone else, but she won't never say it really into somebody's face, unless, especially on the one-on-one. She will not say it to that person's face. She will say it in a group. If she speak about Kelly, she might yell it out, blurt it out. Yeah, but she will never say it in a one-on-one situation. I noticed that. So yeah.
Yeah, that irks my nerves. Kelly and Phaedra are one of the
same. We got Phaedra for that, like,
right?
Yeah, they're not gonna say nothing to you. They're gonna say it in a confessional or to
that's what Angela was talking about. Like, girl, you need to say some of this stuff in
like
person's face.
I don't respect it.
I don't think nobody does. Like,
I'll have Kelly doing it, then just let me try and get Phaedra off the show again. Like, we don't need two people doing it.
Right.
So, Kelly speak up a little smidge more. So just keep Kelly over Phaedra.
Kelly at least has a storyline, child. Phaedra ain't got nothing.
At least she does blurt out stuff in a group. Phaedra won't even blurt it out in the group. She's strictly.
She said everything in the confessional. I'm like, come on. I don't even like Phaedra. I'm like,
say is Apollo had that boy drive, and that's the only thing she had to contribute.
Right. Now we talking about being quiet. That was the time. Like, why did you feel the need to share that?
So Pinky said 2 wrongs don't make it right. And then Portia said what she said was not true. And then I was like, now Portia girl. Even Angela, her confession was like, why would you even say that? Like, why would you? Because like they didn't know, like, because Kelly and Drew and Angela was not there at the tea when it went down. So she was like, you up there telling somebody, you have the nerve to tell somebody that they sleep with a married man, and you known for that. And then you said last season that you would F my husband, a married man. Like, she said, I take my vows very seriously. So it's like, what's we doing here? She said, you have your nerve. I was like, she really do. And she like to rewrite history. So, like, girl, we know what it was.
No accountability at all. Portia will never take any accountability for that situation.
Nope.
That's why Fallon talking about she about
to. She said, I'm gonna keep that lie alive at all times to the day I die.
If she had stood on it, what could we say? She's like, yeah, I did it, and what?
Right. We could
and I
move on
married
with
him,
life.
and I divorced him. Like, just say it and be done with it.
Yeah,
But
like,
you won't say it. Like,
you heard lying.
You won't
It's
say
like
the real. You won't say the real. You won't.
we
Like
wasn't
you
gonna
were.
say nothing about it, but here she go lying again. So now we have to talk about her being a liar again.
Like you were none, ma'am. Like just spit it out. We know what it is.
Right. And then Portia ass deflected like a mug. Then she's talking about I'm not the only other people have problems here as well as a group or whatever. And this was like who? So she just brought up like Pinky and Phaedra. Like, did y'all squash y'all beef about the whole meat thing? I'm like, yo, deflecting ass.
Why my husband I was watching it, he said, what's wrong with her mouth?
Who?
Oh, Phaedra.
Oh, Phaedra. Damn. I'm weak.
We knew exactly what she's talking about. Her mouth always twisted up.
Yeah.
Because it be acting like she don't be knowing what to say. She making these face expressions when she get confronted. I be like, but she got a lot more to say in her confessions.
Okay.
I like.
Because she got to Miss Lawrence and have him write their reads for her.
Mm-hmm. Amongst other people.
Right. And her group of hired help.
Mm-hmm.
So she just letting me know that Phaedra
she wake up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, reads, but go ahead, I ain't gonna say that.
Not 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, she do. I seen it already. Never mind me. Be quiet. Go ahead.
Okay.
With the group.
So they said they talked about it, but they didn't really talk. They brought it up. They mentioned it, but they really never really talked about it of it all because it happened at Pinky's event, and she kind of shut it down. Like like they was gonna fight, but that's part of the show. Like we having discussions, okay? But because Phaedra said I never casually talked to Shamia. I'm like, but they did a flashback. You was on the phone with her.
The lies.
So I didn't understand that. I'm like, y'all not cool, casually cool, but you was on the phone kikiing with her, talking about she used to own a jerk or barbecue restaurant and she was serving meat. Like that didn't correlate. I'm like, okay. Yeah, so
Phaedra, I think Phaedra forgets. Is she forgetful or does she just like to tell lies? Because you can forget what you said or how
she tell lies because she talking about she saw the cam footage at the game and she got caught in the lie in the confessional. I don't know. She be lying.
I didn't actually see it. I just told him to review it. Shut up.
I forgot too, because now you got to remember all these lies you told.
Yeah, like right. Everything you said, like girl, bye.
Yeah, so she just be lying. They talking about Drew be lying. She be lying too. So Cynthia check up on Shamia and Kelly. We already talked about that. Energy different. Energy shifted. I'm glad Cynthia thought about them. She was like, she was like, okay, they didn't make it in there. She made sure she told the lady like to take them some food by the poolside since they're not coming. Wrap up some food for them.
Yeah, at least she a good host. Because King and Moore would have had them starving.
Okay. Look at the Uber Eats
right in front of them, right?
DoorDash on.
I got seconds since y'all wasn't over here.
Yeah, so she checked up on them and they was talking about the cleanliness and not the accommodation itself. And they said, you doing a good job. And she went about her way. And she said, I told the people and they gonna come supposed to clean it up. And then we get back to the table, child. All I heard Pinky said is giving the house divided. Does it feel like that way to y'all?
Definitely. You can see the division.
I mean,
yeah, but what's new about any other season, child? Like,
right? That's all like
do the same thing. It's rinse and repeat.
Yeah, but they're gonna say somewhere along the way we can't do this. It's a sisterhood or whatever they like to say.
Well, please.
It's a sisterhood. Okay, it's a sisterhood. But yeah.
Pinky probably wanted to be down there with them.
She could have went down to the poolside. They ain't tell her to stay there.
Well, at least I'm glad she was there though. Somebody had to hold it down for that group.
The small.
I mean, I ain't know it was representatives for each group, and I know some people have. I know some people had problems with each other, but I ain't know it was like a house divided. I ain't know we was like picking teams until she
every
said that.
season it's the same thing. Like
Yeah.
Until she said that, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I wish it was modern day Smalls, but Phaedra on the one. I just called them the poolside crew and the in-house crew.
the big house and the outhouse.
Okay.
So she said it was giving the house divided. And then Angela, like, are you still divided? And she said, I have no problem with nobody or nowhere, no, not here, nobody there. And then Angela made his face. He go, Portia asked, what's the making that face for? Then he go, Pinky said, say it with your chest, Angela. I think she said it jokingly, but you know, the way she had energy behind that statement, somebody can be like, oh, damn, like you still got this energy. Mm-hmm. But I took it that she was joking because I'm used to hearing her talk. It's just me, like I said. But yeah, so this is when it all went down here from here. Okay, because it was like a sparring match. Because Angela, like, she said you still ready. It's not like that. It's not that type of time. Like you still got this energy. That's what Angela said. She said, "Are you bothered, Pinky?" Child, that's when it really went down. You come across as bothered.
But I don't think she meant bothered by, are you bothered by me? I think she meant you're bothered, like you're just bothered.
Yeah, she ain't said bothered by me. She just said, are you bothered, Pinky?
But Pinky,
you come across as bothered
by me.
Bothered she by said, not about you. She was like, well, I ain't said it was me. Like,
until she said something about, she's like, well, you stuck on the physical. Like, what are you insinuating? But I was like, when Pika responded that way, like, well, are you bothered? I mean, it could go either way.
Why? What are you?
Why are you getting so upset?
And it could be her cadence, her tone, that she sounds like she has a problem, and she really doesn't. It's just probably because that's how she sounds. Because we never hear a ha-ha from Pinky. At least I don't remember. I don't, people laugh. I don't ever remember hearing her laugh behind anything she says. It's always serious. It's never
she's been going through.
It's never a gentle or a laughable, funny moment with Pinky. It's always business, straightforward. It's like she doesn't have a middle. She only stays in the middle, and it's just straight. She's never happy or sad. It's always business, and that's how she sounds. Her cadence is always in the tone of giving a lecture.
She said, "Ain't funny. I'm going through bankruptcy, so there's nothing to laugh at."
But I mean, even when it's time to laugh, it's like she just I don't know, maybe it's just her cadence and her tone.
Yeah. Let's just start reading the room. Like, let's fill each other out before we start, with this dry humor, I guess.
Yeah, she just said what she said, because look, Angela did a little bit of gaslighting. She really tried Pinky, but Pinky was keeping up with her. Because she said it seemed like you bothered, you come across as bothered.
Well, to the end.
Yeah, but I don't know if she was bothered, but
she lost it somewhere along the way. She started losing the battle.
Who?
Pinky.
And once she started calling out her name and all that, like, oh, girl, it's over.
She stood up and sat her behind back down. I said, ma'am.
Term and endearment. I was like, it's not a term and endearment when you having an argument.
Right.
But you don't know me either.
Cool like that. Right? Like, we ain't cool like that, and we're arguing.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think she had an attitude initially. Like you said, like I ain't had a problem with her tone. When she said, say it with your chest, Angela, I took it as a joke. But, some people don't feel, when it's somebody else, it might not come across that way to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might hear it differently than Shayna or Candy.
I think it's because she already was complaining about her interrogating and harassing Cynthia low-key. So it's like, well, you already seem like you got an attitude anyway. And now this. And Angela was trying to produce a scene. She was trying to produce a little bit.
And I'm mad.
Well, Angela a bone carrier. She's messy, so I expect that from her.
Pinky earring was hanging the whole time, and Portia didn't even tell. I'm like, girl, lady earring is dangling over there. You ain't gonna say earring up?
Nope.
I ain't even noticed that.
The one on the side that Portia's on, the earring was hanging. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dang, I ain't even know
Portia said,
because
"That's
they
that
going back
lady's
and forth.
business. I'm not adjusting her crown."
All right. Cause they was going like bar for bar, like but she lost me when she said to be, and then she got up, said kiss my ass, and then she thought she was leaving the table, and that's when what's her name? Drew said, I ain't never saw Uno reverse. I was like, well, it did look like she about to leave. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like, she said, where are you going? You don't want to continue? Just tell me about your businesses.
Yeah.
I was hollering because it was some good liners.
It was giving good when she started talking about physical appearances. I was like, that's when you know you lost.
Yeah.
It have to do with anything.
Said we going below the belt, child.
She said I could throw a rock and hit 10 people you owe, and then
Especially
she said I never had to cancel Christmas on my employees.
Come on, Tommy, canceling Christmas.
Okay.
That's where my mind went. I was like, oh, not you cancel Christmas on them people.
Okay. And then she came back with the Damon thing, and she's like, you're like a boy, Damon. They was like, who's Damon? Like, why y'all acting like y'all ain't never seen Friday After Next?
But that fell flat because
that's the least favorite. I don't know, for some people.
I knew what it was.
That's debatable.
That's the most popular line, I feel like, of that movie.
But it didn't land because
it's not the popular, but it's one of the lines. It didn't land.
For none of them to be like to pick it up, like everybody was like, "Who's Damon?" Like even Shamia, the ones you defending, didn't even have your back.
Because it didn't
land. Like she didn't say it wasn't said right.
They ain't no Dynasty. They ain't no Friday.
Right either.
Yeah, she didn't say it right.
She ain't said it right.
If she could have said another way. Boy, Damon. She should have said something like that. Maybe they would have got it.
Yeah, when she said take that wig and eyelash and stuff off. Yeah.
Yeah, she should have said you are a boy.
I mean, was it funny? No, but I wasn't like, who's Damon? What? Huh? I was cracking up though when she was like, your lash glue is and it was like the glue you borrowed. Like,
yeah, I just supplied you.
I would have said, and it wasn't vegan either.
Ooh. The lash on, like, oh Lord.
I'm like, oh no,
this is cow lash glue, okay?
She told her to get her fan and stuff. She said, ain't you on menopause? And I'm like,
ma'am, you be right behind her just because you had them babies. Do not get cute, ma'am. You is not no spring chicken.
That's not a reason.
Once she started doing all that, it's over. You put up a good fight, but
I'm like, Angela is
eating your ass up.
Good, right? She eating you up, and she look good. Regardless,
I ain't see that wrong with
her body. Acting like she's not going through menopause. Like, yes, you are, but whatever.
Oopsies.
I guess she's not been really diagnosed yet, so whatever. She's just gonna be delusional for a minute. But yeah, so yeah, like she had some good reads. She just said you need to get some new veneers. She said not the way your teeth co-mingling up there having incestuous teeth. I said, but I ain't never heard that in my life.
Crazy.
I said.
It's a quick with it. That's why I like it.
I said,
yeah.
She quick with it.
But nothing.
And she's a bone carrier. She don't mind owning up to the fact. Like she don't be trying to be discreet and low. She will listen.
Then she said, "You got a wife down, another wife or whatever, second woman in the basement." I said, "Oh,
when she said that,
put it out your ass, girl." Because what?
Everybody just move on. Like, wait. 1 minute. What are y'all talking about?
Back it on up. Why it's her downstairs?
It was that one, and it was something else she brought up personal that she know about Pinky. I was like, "Now, Angela, where do you get this information?"
She was like, "Oh, right. I took stuff in confidence, and you brought it back up." Like
he did not deny it.
In the basement,
she ain't deny it. Like,
no.
Girl.
Well, they didn't show us that she denied it. I say that.
Yeah.
They didn't show us that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Now that's what you should have said, bitch, you lying. Now that's what you should have called her a bitch. Because now, bitch, you lying. Now you fuck with my house and my marriage. No, ma'am. Now that's what you should have called her, that bitch. Yeah.
Well, you can't tell nobody how to fight, but is it right to throw somebody else stuff they share with you in their face? Not necessarily, but when you're fighting, it's over. Because she said she could have bought her foreclosed home. She said, I wish you would have. She said, I lost that. Like, she said, I got $1 million. She said, I got $1 million. You never seen real money like $1 million. Something. She's like, you got $2 million.
You got $1 million bills.
Right.
Because I don't like that Pinky keep bringing it up behind a multi-million.
She said my husband rich. She ain't said I was rich. I said
your husband. You don't even take no money from him. So.
But you stop talking about your money when you file for bank. And I know rich people file for bankruptcy every day. I know they do. But stop when you're on TV sparring and doing this. You can't holler and scream about a bankruptcy 5 episodes in and in. Always talking about you wipe your ass with this money. You got money. I got this. I got that. I got this. My husband got this. So why you filing for? If you got what? So it doesn't make sense when you are arguing. Like, leave money out of it because you are filing for bankruptcy, girl.
Right.
And I understand, but
her business is a multi-million-dollar business. This is your business making millions. That don't mean that you have millions in your bank account.
Yeah. Apparently she doesn't.
And assets. She said assets.
Yeah, and assets. You don't have money you can liquidate. You can't just go to your bank and take that money out. So what's in your bank account? You got a multi-million-dollar business and have nothing in your bank account.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, Pinky, let's leave the money alone, boo boo. Because
she trying at this point, who are you trying to prove the point to? And it just makes it feel like new money. Like, okay, you got new money real quick, and you lost it too, and you won't stop talking about it. Because people who've been having money don't keep going on and on and on about it like this.
Because who you trying to drive it home to? Sometimes you say stuff so much you trying to make it seem like it's real. And
nobody cares. You're not paying any of our bills. The people watching don't care. The cast don't seem to care.
And you ain't paying your employees.
So who won in this sparring match? Who won?
Angela, landslide.
Yeah.
Damn. Look, Pinky held her own. Well, Pinky held her own. She was going back and forth, but it wasn't sticking like
it wasn't
Angela Reed's. Now, some people will say it will be rehearsed, but some of them was not rehearsed because, especially with the teeth, because she threw it right back at her like she quick with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and Angela is from Chicago. She giving like real inner city Chicago, not like Drew Chicago. She giving suburban Chicago, like outside of.
I don't see how anybody would say rehearse. Only people who have rehearsed reads are the people who say them in the confessionals. She says it right there.
Or stumble like it's a script.
The same Phaedra.
So I don't know. So everyone who's watching, made it this far.
Before I heard her say that before, but that don't mean that it's rehearsed because she said that before. Like, I don't think nothing she said was rehearsed.
Call her Papa Smurf, Mr. Clean, and it was just
don't do that, Papa Smurf, Mr. Clean. Don't do that. I said, let's not go there. So shit.
She said your husband don't even like you. I said, ooh.
Like stuff like that don't make sense. Like, okay, yours apparently he doesn't either, boo boo.
Yeah, but it seemed like on the same page with that, so I would just.
Right, if that's what you want to do, then let's,
I wouldn't take it.
Pinky was holding her own with the best shit that she can. I know people who don't like Pinky had a field day with this sparring match. I like Pinky.
I don't have a problem with Pinky. I don't like her husband.
I don't know if going on the show was her best bet though, because she's making people not like her.
But she's bringing us. You just got to get to know her. Got to get used to her because that's just how she is. She's direct. I just don't like when her and her husband be on TV. I mean, on the screen, and she's not telling him what she got going on. Evidently, he want to be there for you, but you just not allow him to. So I don't know.
It's the reason why she don't feel comfortable with him.
What's the reason? I'm waiting.
What is the reason?
Watch the TV. She don't trust him for some kind of reason. So we need to figure out why that is. Because if
he's had to humble her,
right? A man who said he had to humble you. There's plenty of people. Financial abuse is a real thing. Like, he might hold that over.
She did say she said she do have a lot of male energy.
Mm-hmm.
Did she say that? I was like, oh well, you said it. I mean,
because she has male energy, and we see it, man. We see it.
Right. Her mom was working 5 jobs, so I mean that's part of it.
That's why she's so. I think that's why she's worked so hard and so focused and driven, and that's cool, but you still have to learn when to turn it off and turn it on. You don't have to
because she's so used to being so independent, and it's okay to turn it off. You married now, it's like
I think had he been making her feel safe over the course of the years they've been together, then it wouldn't be as difficult for her to be like, no, I don't want it. Like, because I feel like he's gonna bring that back up and throw it back in her face. They're always competing with each other. She probably don't want to hear that.
I don't know.
Right back in her face.
I got to see more of him to get that kind of energy if he's a throw in your face asshole.
Having to humble you, that was enough.
Right. The very first interaction was enough for me. She couldn't even cook in peace without him trying to throw something in her face. Like, oh my God, sit down.
Yeah.
They was having a conversation.
Yeah.
Ain't like you just said out the blue.
Why would you?
But I think it's wrong choice of words. I think I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he meant though. He meant that.
And then he didn't console her when she was crying. He didn't console her, so it makes me feel like he doesn't.
But he consoled her that second time when she talking about $5 million. He said, "I got it. I can give you to it."
I'm sure they had a conversation.
I think
that was the next episode.
Yeah, I think they had.
But I'm crying.
When she has so much male energy, does she feel comfortable being comforted? I don't know. Some people don't even like hugs if they ain't never got it. I don't know.
But even when she told
they not been together long enough for me to even figure that out.
Even when she said that when she told him about it, he was consoling her. His very first response was, "Who knows about this?" He doesn't want to be embarrassed and people looking at him like
he's saving face.
And more about him.
That was him. Yeah.
Who knows about this? How many people know? How much is it? Because I don't want this getting out here. No, you're not going to file bankruptcy because they're going to think we're broke.
Yeah.
So that's not. That's not making me feel safe like you care about me. That's just making me feel like you're trying to protect yourself.
I mean, it's gonna get out regardless. So there's that. I mean,
so she told her
popular food Jane. I mean, she a popular food on social media. She's popular for a slutty vegan of it all. So it's gonna get out one way or another. So you can't avoid it whether you fix it or not.
Well, I guess that's why she was getting ahead of it. So
yeah, she was trying to get ahead of it, and then she overran
episode.
Then we got to hear about it
in every scene.
Well, that's her reality. That's what she's going through.
Yeah, but every scene is a little.
I would like to know how she fixed it. I want to know how she gonna fix it. I would like the solution because it looked like, girl, you just owe a lot of money and you don't know what to do. I'd like to know how you're gonna fix it.
Sometimes you talk about it, and sometimes you talk about literally anything else.
Because I would have an issue with her if she didn't have the $87,000 rent thing, and then she wiped her ass with that. I didn't like that. That turned me off. Now I don't dislike.
You're cocky and confident.
But when you got headlines, and
take that to the bank.
Like,
nope.
Don't say stuff like that when you got people say you owe them money. Like,
right. Because like Phaedra said in her confessional, like, we'll pay the rent man then. If it's like that, then go pay. Yeah. This shouldn't even be a conversation then, because the stuff should have got paid.
It should have never made it.
Shut up, Phaedra. Say that in her face. Anyway. All right. Anyway, that was like the end of the episode. Far match. Everybody agreed that up here that Angela won. Replay game. People watching, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like, who you think won the sparring match between Angela and Pinky, and who you think started it? Because who you think was in the right, who you think was in the wrong. Did you enjoy it? Because it was definitely given old school Real Housewives of Atlanta of it all. And so what do you think of Cynthia? Do you think Cynthia gave Kelly and Shamia that little pool house arrangement on purpose? Let us know your thoughts in the comment. Yes, but we about to get out of here. Do y'all got any other thoughts? I'm gonna start with Shayna and tell the people what you got going on.
No, I don't have any thoughts. But I did do Love and Marriage Huntsville. When is that reunion coming on? We need to figure that out.
That Carlos said you got a few more episodes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't be watching. I be watching clips. He said you got a few more episodes until the reunion.
Yeah, because I'm like, all right, now it's finally some stuff to talk about. But Love and Marriage Huntsville, I did Bell Collective Birmingham, but that show is a little slow burn, so I don't know. I might drop it. And then I got to do my pre-recorded for Housewives of Atlanta. And that's all I have going on right now.
Okay, cool. Candy, you got any last party thoughts for this episode of it all, and what you got going on your channel?
I do think Cynthia meant to put them out there because she meant to put them out there, but I think it wasn't
not maliciously. Malicious, not malicious.
I mean, not for the dirty part, but I think she meant to put their ass outside. Okay.
Yeah, but not with malicious intent, right?
Okay.
Ooh.
No, I'm just
Well,
saying,
then.
was it malicious? It's
I
she
don't
meant
think
to put them out there.
I don't think she likes them.
Candy said, "Don't speak for me."
Yeah,
No, that's what I'm asking the question.
I don't think she likes them. She put them outside because I don't think she likes them.
Okay, that's fine.
They're loud and they're obnoxious. That's just my opinion.
I ain't never heard her had a problem with them, but okay.
Yeah, she might not say it. Nene told you it's 2-3 sides of Cynthia. She's not gonna say it. You might find out
Yeah,
later on.
they are loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
Well, only person who's loud speaking about is Kelly, but go ahead.
Oh, that other one loud too.
Yeah, Shamia's pretty loud.
Yeah, she is too. Yeah. And it's not that she dislikes them. It's just that y'all loud, and I know how to put. Anyway, because it took too long to say what she had to say about who she's putting outside. So to me, it seemed like
she was mumbling and stuttering over that.
So
she said it was hard for her to say.
Yeah,
so
because she
has
a bull crap behind
that's not that serious, child.
Right.
Right. Just say it. Say it with your chest.
Right.
What I got going on? Nothing. Oh, Divorce Sisters on Thursday.
So you got something going on, child.
And the Testaments on Sunday. That's it.
Okay. Miss Kira speaks. Got any parting words for this episode?
No, I'm ready for the next one. Bring on the gala and let's see who these dates are going to be. We know Gerald's behind ain't going to be there, so let's see who else is going to show up and all of those things. And if we turn up the heat anymore, because the back and forth, I was feeling that. As for my channel, keep your notifications on. The week was hectic. The weekend was hectic. I owe y'all content. Okay, I owe y'all a twofer with Bell Collective Birmingham. So there's that. We have Divorce Sisters panel on Thursday. The boys on Friday, and then Sunday I'll be back for a weekly huddle, probably a little later in the evening. I enjoy my Mother's Day, and then check in with y'all.
Yeah. Okay, cool. For me, Divorce Sisters tomorrow. I already wrapped up Perfect Women. If y'all like that on Apple TV, y'all need to go check that out. What else? The Boys, Euphoria. I think that's it. Oh yeah, Bill Collective Birmingham of it all. So yeah, that's it for me. This is a rotating panel, so the next one up is Candy Love TV down there. We will be on her channel. I will put everyone channel in the description box, so to subscribe. Cause like I said, it's a rotating panel. Yes, it was a good discussion on what everything that went down. So I hope this is behind us next week. I know it's not, so pray for us, and we will see y'all on Candy Loves TV for episode 6. Bye, y'all.